lab, we in our bag. I'm talking that rich shit, do the math. I don't go to mass, I put on a mask. My last experiment ended bad. I knew what I had and there was some gas. I went to the garden with the hash, puff up pass, and then I had to get my ass back in the lab. We just hit 1500 Franken and it make a lot of sense. And punks I'm gon' be staking and they make a lot of sense. It's to the moon, there's no debating that these diamonds in my hands. Dog, please give me a chance, dog, please give me a chance. This shit undisputed, yeah, we poppin', we gon' get this lit. This is what we do, I'm with the crew, we not gon' flip this shit. We been going crazy in the lab, we so insidious. Watch me get my pump, Franken on my bucket list. My Franken gonna pump, you could double if you dumpin' in it. We gon' run it up, saw this project, now we stuck up in it. Yeah, we got full crypto punks from Lava Labs, it's obvious there's profit in it. Probably gonna take off on a rocket ship, I'm hopping. I wish I had Elizabeth to myself, I know she bad. You can catch me in the metaverse and now we all gonna dance. We got something, it's ain't lucky, it's all according to plan. I've been running for a minute, stop, pass that shit to Dan.
Hey, pass that shit to Dan. Bitch, I grabbed that shit and ran, doing damage to a damn. They ain't ready for our plans. Blicky here with Dan, like it's Goku and Gohan. Us, we going ham, looking at you, you Peter Pan. GM to my Franken gang. No doubt, we bout to break the game. Running laps on them, tell me what else can I say? You heard my story, put my ledger in the grave. They can't wait, Franken tape, music through the blockchain. Fuck you, pay me, on delay. We here to stay, they bout to ride a wave. These bars hit your brain like a fucking lobotomy. Bitch, I went insane, now I'm chillin' where the monsters be. I've been through some things, type of pain that you hardly see. We've been moving profits, man, we've been mooning properly. On top, forever, probably. Drop top in good weather, you can't bother me. Taught myself the game, none of y'all can father me. I'm rightfully arrogant, beg my pardon, G.
That's my Franken queen. She been on my end. Where she taking me? To the moon it seems. I don't want no apes. I don't want no fidenza. Man, my life has changed when I met the doc in November. Gave a call to my cool cats, to my doodles. Call my punks. We be in a Punksville studio. We got punks. We got Franken punks. We got Franklin. Blicky one again. We got Benjamin Banklin. We the Franken kings. We spend all I eat. Oh, Elizabeth, won't you talk to me? I don't want no apes. I don't want no fidenza. Man, my life has changed when I met the doc in November. Pass my blunt to my pump, tell them pump the shit up. Fill my cup, know the dots. See what's up. Franken punk. We just minted this month. This I jam, this I bump. Punksville gang, send it up.
Good morning. Oh, how's it going, everybody? Check. We too early like birds, getting in those worms, and you nerds hating, just curve them, they fudding, they just some vermin. Can't handle us, you too nervous, it's cause you ain't got no purpose. Yeah, check it. NFTs super sexy, man, it always lures me. I'm too focused and you know you'll never ever deter me. Crypto astronaut, DJ moving so hazardous. Crypto, what I gon' dabble, open seas like chapel, yeah. Chasing 100X is my ex, she been getting jealous. The man she's with like a peasant if you comparing me. I had to give you up, girl, for my legacy. I'm so grateful for my 3D Franken family. 3D Franken family. For my 3D Franken family. For my, check it. Ned, get the champagne. Hey, yo, Dan, let it rain. Real, recognize real, know I'm saying. Wait, hold up, Super Saiyan. Pop, power level, 100K. Yeah, fractionalize that punk. Yeah, 4 volts, keep him safe. More sauce for the sake of it. Your eardrums getting blessed. Free meal, cousin. How you do it so smooth, like you stealing dozens? Right under your nose, you ain't seeing nothing. Bro, long time coming. Long nights in the basement, amounts to something. Snitching about your problems will get you nothing. Start stitching up your life. Are you building something, homie? Have you written something, or you simply bluffing? Huh? Talk is cheap. You won't hear a peep from me unless I'm on the beat. Walking through the city streets of 6 right over me. I've been doing I've been going crazy, man. Cut it. Ain't it clear I'm the revenant? Bring the guillotine, let's get beheading then. Nah, I can't compare to them. I'm a one-on-one, bitch, it's evident. Put out the tape, gave him my soul, the gold, the gems in one letter, yeah. Feeling like Letterman. This is for my freaking veterans. This is for popping the bottles behind us and rightfully arrogant. Yeah, rightfully arrogant, bitch. Rightfully arrogant, rightfully back in the booth, about to tear this shit. Rightfully project on moon when they hear the shit. Rightfully goats, rightfully chose for the throne. Rightfully fucking the game from the minute I spoke. Shit was just destined to blow. Riding, I'm rapping the code and I'm here with my bros. Out in the 6 got me frozen. Down to my fucking bones. Doing this shit till I'm ghost. I do it for Gassy, I do it for Ghost. I do it for Ice and I do it for Mose. Do it for Ned, do it for Jed, for Dan and Zenj. I'm talking that Banklin. Licky and Kurt, put it in work. We hit him like Otis from back when. Yeah, so much growth been coming in rapid. Shake up the game, we've been looking like Rapture. Pokemon and you know you can't catch this. Dr. Eth, I treat him like Pastor. Dr. Eth, I'm in need of that power. He got me locked at the top of the tower. Elizabeth, she smelling like flowers. I'm kinda jealous of Doc, how you found her? Uncle John. We just been moving like Genghis Khan. Dr. Eth he never run. Now I'm writing blue chip songs, all organic on the Twitter, no gimmicks. Tell these bottles goodbye and good riddance. Ride or die for all Frankens, we with it. I'm crossing the line today, that means I'm about to John Wicked. Ain't it clear I'm the revenant? Bring the guillotine, let's get beheading then. Nah, I can't compare to them. I'm a one-on-one, bitch, it's evident. Put out the tape, gave him my soul, the gold, the gems in one letter, yeah. Feeling like Letterman. This is for my freaking veterans. This is for popping the bottles behind us and rightfully arrogant. Yeah, rightfully arrogant, bitch. Rightfully arrogant. Rightfully arrogant. This is for my freaking veterans, yeah. We rightfully arrogant. Franken Familia, baby. What's good, Frankens? Dude, we got a super duper juper whooper duper juper whooper duper juper whooper packed show for you. Oh my goodness. Whew. What a good start to the year, man. It's just pump all around. We got amazing Frankenpunk news. We got crypto markets going up. We got world token up 300%. We got just a banging, slapping, amazing start to the year. It's definitely feeling exciting. Definitely getting our optimism up. I'm super stoked. I got just so much alpha. Let me show you all the tabs I got stacked up today. We've got a lot of juicy stuff to go through. Just look at all these tabs. It's pretty nasty. So I'm going to be going through that with you. I'm just preparing one more. Yeah, you feel that. You feel that energy. No twerking. I'm not twerking. No twerking, dude. No twerking. I'm just getting one more clip ready. So in the meantime, I'm going to play you. Yo, shout out to all of y'all. What a brutal year, 2022. So many holders, so many people left crypto. But, I saw you guys day in, day out, week over week over week over week over week. 52 bloody ass
bloody ass weeks, and oh man, it is just good to see us finally getting some relief, finally getting a win. So we're gonna cover a lot of things like what's going on with Frankenpunks. We're gonna cover the art, the monster art. We're gonna cover the DAO. I might tease a little bit of some other things. We have 2 to 3 really, really dope stuff we haven't unveiled yet at all. And then there's, of course, what's been going on in the market. We're seeing pumps all around. We're seeing massive pumps from things like Aptos. Hold on, let me make sure default microphone. Okay. Sometimes sometimes it plays the audio on the wrong one. All right, I think we are Gucci Mane. We're seeing massive pumps in crypto. Like I said, gaming tokens are just multiplying. We saw Aptos do like a 5x in like 10 days, something stupid like that. So there's a lot of euphoria, I feel like, coming back to the market. And so there's just so much to cover of like what's going to happen in the short term, what's going to happen throughout Q1, Q2, like what is 2023 going to look like? I have very strong opinions. It might. I have a couple takes on what's going to happen here, but just before that, I'm preparing this final clip that is like super juicy alpha. Trust me, you're going to get so much good vibes, really good, valuable information, whether you're a holder, whether you're just here for Frankenpunk stuff, whether you're a trader and you're trying to like see how you can like set up, you know, in the first half of 2023 to maybe make some guap. We're going to go over all that. Of course, this is just an entertainment show. I'm just here to make you laugh and talk about Frankenpunks. Nothing here is financial advice. And yeah, I'm just gonna play a quick song for y'all, and then we're gonna get into the show. Let me just quickly look at these comments. We got Twerk It, Randy, Puppet Overlord, Spellink, Killer Ken Dog. Man, I love all you guys, man. We've been battle tested, man. 2022 was such a hard year, man. It was such a hard year for us. We're finally getting a W. And I think it's just going to be probably one of the best shows of 2023, or at least to start off 2023. Well, I'm acting like as if it's the New Year's. I know we're like 3.5 weeks, actually 4 weeks deep, but feels good. Evening all. What's good, Fanny Lion? What is goody? All right. All right. We got to play this one song, and then I'm going to kick the show off. Then we're going to kick it off. Okay.
Whoa, 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 whoa. New project. I bang with my homies, I love it. Get the gang and the homies in the rocket. Then we met on this bitch, you can't stop it. Ice cold, bear market. Pull up with the gang, new project. Then we met, they can't stop shit. You can't stop shit. Bitch, we poppin'. Pass the ball like a Stockton. Homie, I just got the ETH, I'm stocked in. You the swap, yeah, we swapped it. Then we mend the shit, yeah, we poppin'. Danny boy, gotta watch him, cause he going up to the top, yeah. Independent like I'm Hobson. You don't get it, man, you can't relate. You drop by when the shit's too late. Bad market, it been fucking my mental. I know that shit is worth the wait. All that smoke in my feet, I fade. Another hoes tracking pose fade. Aptos FOMO, I fade. Y'all don't get it anymore, okay. Come and fuck with me, but you got to be cautious. Man, it's nuts to me how they rug and go talk shit. I've had enough of these thoughts, make me nauseous. Put her ass on the Twitter, guess she loved those comments. I guess she loved those commas. I ain't knocking on your grind. I've been gone for a minute now, so I ain't tryna waste time. Mother guy spent a couple hours just to get a fucking reply from you. I'm not that type of guy, no. Halo shawty to my slide. Get the job's not finished, no, it's not done, man, we not no one-hit wonders, nah, bitch, I'm back with the gang, and we bout to pop off. They going insane for the fucking head job. That's that demon chakra. Pockets on me, Frank. I've been chilling with my monsters. Market's getting tanked, but we still not going under. Nothing really changed, we just building through the thunder. I just stalk my JPEGs, make it go. Bad, bad, and labs say what's up. Yeah, make it go. Bad, bad, I see Shawty all the time, yeah. She looking fine, she just popped up in my feed, but I gotta hit decline. I've been stuck up on the screen, gotta focus on the grind. The Frank said all I need in 8 months, we out here bleeding. Big market pump is what we feeding. WSB's how it started. Then I copped some ETH and then I went retarded. Blue chips have been the target. Couple big wins, couple losses. Lessons learned. Sometimes you just gotta crash and burn. Phoenix from the ashes we returned. Homie, we humans, we cannot be perfect. Sorry, not sorry. The job's not finished, no, it's not done, man, we not no one-hit wonders, nah, bitch, I'm back with the gang, and we bout to pop off. They going insane for the fucking head job. That's that demon chakra. Pockets on me, Frank. I've been chilling with my monsters. Market's getting tanked, but we still not going under. Nothing really changed, we're just building through the thunder.
Alrighty. Let's get the show on the road. Welcome all. Welcome my fellow Frankensteins. It's been a pretty big month all around. Let's cover it. Let's go over it. FP Tunes put the Friday pump in full effect. Yeah, facts, eh? Straight up. We are doing a giveaway today. I'm going to give away one Frankenpunk. So just stay tuned near the end of the stream. We will raffle that away to one of you lovely chaps. All right, so let's talk Frankenpunks, then we'll get into the markets. So first and foremost, that is YouTube. That is my personal notes. All right, NFT Worlds, guys. I'm sure most of you received this airdrop. I'm not 100% sure what's going on with NFT Worlds, why it's pumping. I know they're actively developing it. But it's just good to see that, like, we airdropped y'all a lot of tokens to all of our holders. And it's just nice to see it up 300%. It's just literally 260. It went up 240% in a week. Just absolute bonkers. Like, look at this chart. Like, what is this? And that's what happens when you deal with microcaps, right? They pump up so fast, so hard with very little liquidity. So I'm not saying buy it, if you guys, and this might even be a good time to sell if you guys just want to take profits and finally get some cash on hand, sell, maybe scoop up some Frankenpunks. It's completely up to you. It's your world token. Do what you want. Maybe I'll do an update on what's going on, but we've pretty much moved on from world and are developing, we'd rather develop our own products than to lean on another third-party platform that was like leaning on another platform. I know they're building their own shit, but I feel like it's just such a long road ahead. So I'm not making any bets on this right now. It's great that our holders are up. We here take a look. This is when we were airdropping it. We at the time, how much was it at the time? This was in May. This was a long time ago, guys. This is last year. We airdropped a lot of tokens, so it's just good to see people are up. When Spellink tweeted it, it was a fraction of a penny, and now it's like, I think it's like 3 times this value from when you posted this, Spellink. Oh wait, sorry, you posted this in 21. It's even higher up now. So big W, big W. Congrats to you guys. Super happy for y'all. Yeah, so I think that's awesome. Let's look at the Frank Dow briefly. This is almost good to go, guys. It's going to hit mainnet soon. We're just ironing out a couple more kinks, but here's what you can expect, right? You hop on the site, This is where we're going to be governing and operating the DAO. So like creating, I don't want to say projects, but just funding endeavors, right? There's going to be subgroups underneath the DAO where we do like media, where we do, developments, whether that's for our art, for NFTs or other stuff in the ecosystem, or maybe incubating completely new ideas. It's all going to be here. This is the home. This is the new home for the Frankenpunks. So, where you go and search up your Frankens in the lab. We got this interactive site, the community section. We're adding in like the logos here. It's getting there. Doc's Tower, where you stake your Frankenpunks. That's how you own your voting power. Then we have the actual courthouse, delegating your votes, creating proposals. We have the vault here, where we show off our bad boys. There are punks right here. All of the vault's assets. It's looking pretty dope. We already teased this to you guys in an announcement for anyone who hasn't seen. Like, guys, we've been steadily developing. You know what I'm saying? We're working on stuff. These are all tests. There's nothing on this is on chain. We've just been testing the shit out of it, making sure that it's really solid and good to go. Coming along great. Big thumbs up. It's almost done, guys. Next to that, I think we've been teasing some of the art as well. What the hell would happen to the Franken monsters? So it's going to be fully 3D, guys. I don't know if you saw this, but it's coming along really great. The art is coming great. Looks super posh. Looks clean. And like very briefly, it like, we're not kidding. It's fully 3D. Like, you know what I mean? So we're just in the final stages of double checking the art, making sure it's good to go. But yeah, it's coming along great. We're really happy with how all the whole features and everything is just very Franken. So, some people are like, hey, I don't like it. I understand. Look, that's the nature of art. You're going to have people who like it. You're going to have people who don't. This was a free airdrop. We were considering not doing this just because it was like, we put it on the roadmap and people are like, where are my companions? Where are my companions? Where are my companions? And we know, like, for the longest time, all of our mods and everyone is like, I want my monsters. I want my monsters. I want my monsters. So it's like, all right, we'll do this. We'll do the best we can in a sensible way. And we'll tie it into the DAO and just give it to y'all. And so we did it. The Vile Acid is the pre-reveal art. And we have a very cool way of how we're going to reveal the art. It's just around the corner, so please stay tuned. But yeah, like, you will be able to view your art like so. It will in the OpenSea viewfinder, which is pretty freaking dope. Which means we can do a lot of cool metaverse type of stuff with these bad boys. So yeah, I think it's coming along great. And some people are like, this sucks, that sucks. Look, at the end of the day, we're doing shit. We're building, we're giving it our all. There's founders who've just got up and left. There's founders who've just straight up bailed on their community, who provide no communication, who provide no development updates, who completely just rugged their people. And week over week, not to say that we were perfect or we made all the best choices. The NFT world stuff didn't work out. But we've always put you guys first. We've always put you guys first. And this is all about just bringing, of course, our own dreams to fruition, but building something incredible with y'all and giving y'all value in any shape, way, or form, whether it's through entertainment, through opportunities, through some experiences. And so that is another brick in that, world of value that we're trying to establish and making the brand bigger and better. So that's exciting. Like I said, we have a unique way of how we're going to reveal that art. You'll understand that soon. We've kind of teased it. We've teased it right here. If you guys look at this, you might get an idea. We've teased it right there. So that's coming together. Let me just pop by the stream, make sure everything's functioning just fine. Then going ham. FP Tunes put the Friday pump in full effect. Yes, sir. Pumping. 0.5 to 3 ETH. Let's go. My wallet. It looks amazing. That's good, Brugard. It looks sick. Hello, guys. Best place to be. Killer Ken Dog, Fanny Lion. You can please some of the people some of the time, but not all the people all the time. Go somewhere else. Well said. And the reality, guys, I think a lot of people who are upset, a lot of people are here for money. That's the elephant in the room. And I remember seeing some of the most garbage art during the bull run, just people celebrating it because they just wanted money. That's just the reality. Like, look at Gary V's V Friends. Is that good art to you? Does that look good? Some people would be like, that's literally made by a person with like, I don't want to say that's not politically correct, but it's not good art. But nonetheless, it's useful, and Gary V's behind it, and there's a ton of utility. And so, like, I know it's not the perfect comparison, but art is art, you know. Obviously, like, there's some art that's undeniably great, but it's the point of this is not to like make every single person here happy. Some of you guys don't even know what it is you want. Some of y'all are just here for money, and you're down really bad, and you're angry, and you want the floor price to go up, and you're complaining. And I understand, I hear you. Like, I've put over 30 ETH into not 30 ETH, but I put a lot of Ethereum into Frankenpunks at the top. I've been buying for, like, I'm a top 10 holder. I'm right there with you guys, man. Like, don't get it twisted thinking that, we're not right there with you. We are. We want to see Frankenpunks win hard. And so you just need to understand that, like, this isn't like great things don't just come overnight. It takes time. So the DAO will allow us to just build on top of that altogether, hopefully build quicker and get to where we all want to be, because we can all collaborate. The floor will be opened to many people to come and, write proposals, and new people to execute, and more hands on deck, right? It's just a really cool thing. And this is part of like the whole metaverse. Like, DAOs are like the third rendition. First, we had like tokenization, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Then we had tokenization of identities, tokenizations of unique assets, NFTs. Then we have the trustless social tokenization of an organization, of just people in a group, DAOs. And then the finale is kind of like all three combined with, I guess, the computing or the visual aspect, or how all of these work together in, like, I don't know. I guess the fourth element is still coming to fruition. But with all these together is forming this kind of like metaverse experience where people actually have real digital scarce ownership in a digital world, which is completely new. So I don't know. It's still an experiment in general, like, but it's I've been into Bitcoin since 2011. Wow, what a champion. I do think the metaverse and NFT stuff is a 10-year play. That's going to take a lot of time, but the opportunity here is equivalent to a 2010, 2012 Bitcoin. People laugh at it and scoff at it, and that's why you need to pay attention. That's why you need to pay very close attention, in my opinion. And we just hope that as like Frankenpunks, we can be one of those groups, one of those communities that were just, laughed at, scoffed at, and then later on are celebrated for having conviction and actually just sticking to those core values of, CryptoPunks, being good ambassadors, using that IP, holding on to them, or not, like real community, like true Web3 ethos, like respecting that, and that's why the DAO was developed, to give the people on the ground floor reins, fighting centralization, really embracing decentralization. Like, we are real believers of those things, and that's always been a huge proponent to what we're doing. And I feel like if you're in Web3 and you're not doing that, it's like, okay, then are you like working with banks, or like, are you trying to get like bigger money in the space? Like, central exchanges and stuff are fine. Like, decentralization is a process, but our goal is to get there. Our goal is to truly get there, and to achieve trustlessness, right? We live in a world right now where you rely on trust. Like, you have to trust your bank. You have to trust these third-party applications. You have to trust like the credit bureau. You have to trust the government. Like, we want to get to a point where there is no trust anymore. It's just truth. And Bitcoin's tech, blockchain-based like this blockchain tech is truth-based technology, which is absolutely groundbreaking if you actually think about it, and how it's going to change the world, and how basically it's going to disrupt everything. It's just superior. Why rely on trust when there's so much counterparty failure, when you can just rely on truth? And that's the whole point of blockchain technology, is to just create a tech that is undeniably immutable, undeniably truthful. Now, obviously, because it's emerging and because we're still figuring this out, there's been a lot of people placating that, call it FTX, call it whatever. I remember back in the days, and for you OGs, do you guys remember, what was its name? BitConnect. You see all these Ponzi's come out with labeling themselves as crypto, and it's just once again, central companies, financial companies ran by humans with lots of counterparty risk that are not decentralized, just trying to rug you, with malintent, and who are bad people saying cool things, who are compelling, and you just end up down the toilet. So you were in this world of like good people saying good things and bad people saying good things, and you have to navigate these waters intelligently. Anyways, blockchain is truth. Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point. Did you pick up a Porsche NFT? I did not. I did not pick it up. I know a lot of people were pissed of how expensive it was, and I feel like they kind of botched their mints. They should have went about it in a more intelligent way. They just kind of came into space thinking that they're the shit and prestige alone can help you sell out your collection. But guess what? Like, the NFT community is so sick of that shit. We're like, we came into Web3 to eliminate all this entitled like nonsense. You know what I mean? And like, we're not in a bull run where liquidity is pooping out of anywhere. You can't just come around with like your chicken in your hand thinking that you can do whatever you want. You have to respect the community, and people felt very disrespected from the Porsche launch. So I don't know. I guess we'll see how it shapes out. They did still sell out like 1,800 units. Not bad, but that's only like 20% of the whole collection. So yeah, exactly. 0.0911 would have definitely sold out. People would have been very happy with that price, which for a bear market is a pretty like, it's relatively high, 2,600. Oh shit, interesting. I don't think they sold out. The total was like 7,500 units. Yo, cheers, Vrev. They did not sell out, which is like, think about that. Porsche is such a prestige brand, and they didn't sell out. It just shows you that like, it's hard, bro. Being a founder, being successful in this space, people think you just make a JPEG and you just go viral and you make all this money. You don't realize how hard tech is. Like, to make it in tech, it is so difficult. Like, people have such a wrong idea about it. What was the name of the one Bulgarian lady who stole $2 billion from a Ponzi scheme? I'm not sure. Bulgarian lady? I know there was a lady in New York who stole a bunch of crypto back in like 2017 or something, and she got caught. No cap, we sold out. Right? Because literally, like, we were already integrated in the NFT community for almost a year. So we understood the community. We understood it very well. We priced our NFTs at the time fairly. Like, we went about it the right way. Things don't happen by chance. It's just sad that like, and Porsche's not the only one. I think Kellogg's did some dumb shit. They just come in this space. They don't know what the hell they're doing, man. Like, that's why, like, I've started my own kind of educational brand where I want to help people, founders, companies do it the right way, where they're not disrespecting the community and they're actually able to achieve what they want as a quote unquote like crypto business. We just got a long way to go, Anyways, yeah, okay, we talked about that. All right, let's get into the markets now, shall we? Check this out. Let's get into the markets. Okay, so the pump, guys.
the pump. Always, guys, respect the pump. I respect the pump in all assets. Why? Because it's kind of like karma. You know, the power of the pump always comes back to you if you respect the pump of other people. It's crazy, but I have this belief that whatever pumps, you have to pay respect. Because otherwise, if you're like, oh my God, this scam coin is pumping again, actually you are kind of rejecting the pump from your life. Maybe it's a bit out there, you know, woo, but we all gotta believe in something, and I do believe in the power of the pump. It's kind of like, you know, let the pump be with you. I went to bed yesterday. I told you guys on Twitter, good night and let the pump be with you. Okay, this is how I see. It's like this force. It's like this force that is all around us. And if you are really inviting the pump into your life, it will come. The pump, always, guys, respect the pump.
You must respect the pump. You must respect the pump, and may the pump be with you. Yeah, guys. I mean, it's awesome. This is like one of the most bullish candles we've seen on Bitcoin in over a year. The last time we saw a candle like this was in summer of 20. Not even this. The pump in the springtime of 2022 was garbage compared to what we're seeing right here. The volume and the pressure of this candle is insane, dude. It's so powerful. So a couple of things to note. We have this is a monthly chart. I like to look at high time frame because obviously like lower time frames are cool and all, like on what's going on a daily, but higher time frames give us an idea of what might happen over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 months. And the last time, okay, so just take a look at the RSI here, right? Relative Strength Index. This just means how strong the move is. Every time Bitcoin is below the yellow line, this is the moving average. The purple line is like a shorter moving average. The yellow line is a longer moving average. Every time Bitcoin comes up to the yellow, it represents a strong move, right? So, for instance, we broke down below it. Bitcoin crashes. We start to move up. Bitcoin goes up. We get whenever we get rejected from it, we move down, right? So rejected here, we can see Bitcoin. This was the 2021 November top. Then we got rejected. Then we come up for a retrace. We retraced here, couldn't even get near it. Went down, made another leg down. And now, look, we are on the verge of breaking it. And this is a very exciting but scary moment because we haven't broke it yet on the monthly. If you look very carefully, let me pull this up for you. Oh. What the hell? Oh, okay. That's what I'm trying to do. We haven't broke it yet. We're going for the attack, but it is technically still about to meet the line. And so if we come up here, let's say Bitcoin keeps going up, hits 25K, rejects off the line, that's pretty bearish. What we want to see happen is pierce through the line, comes back for support. Let's call this the line right here. Comes back for support, bounces. Oh, man, we're going to have a fucking really good time. At least in quarter one, it's going to be fun, man. We're going to have a fun quarter one. So that's two ways things can go here. Is Bitcoin going to get rejected off this and make lower lows or make a higher low? But it's just like we don't really get that much price action. Or will it pierce and we get a pump? Because that's what happened in, let me show you. Oh, my gosh. Fix yourself, charts. Fix yourself. Okay, pull this back down. Pull this guy back down. All right. So that's what happened. If we look, can I like put this on the log or the auto? Okay. That's what happened after the pandemic dump. We pierced it, held it as support, bull run. You see that? Drop below, pandemic low, pierced, held as support, bounced. Can I make these thicker so people can see it better? Let me make this a little bit thicker for you. There we go. Let me make it a little bit brighter because it's kind of hard to see, right? I think this will be better. Beautiful and way easier to see now. But you see what I mean? Pierces, bullish momentum, holds us support, goes flying, dude, flying. Okay, this is important too. So we just experienced the 2022 bear market. You can see obvious downtrend, right? In 2018, we had a similar just straight down bottoming, and then we started getting these green monthly candles. And look what happened. This is what I mean. Look what happened. We're at the same point in 2019. And this is what I mean is like, if we pierce it, we're literally we might go up 2 to 3x on Bitcoin. If it repeats 2019, guys, in 2019, after that bottom, Bitcoin goes up. How much is that? It went from like $4,000 to 14,000. I mean, you do the math. That's a 300% move, a 200 to 300% move. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but if it pierces and it just goes, we could have some really strong bullish momentum in the short term. And just think about how bearish people are, right? The mainstream consensus is Bitcoin's dead, Bitcoin's a joke, FTX, rug scammers. It's so negative. If we rally, people would be pissed. It would be such a hated rally. But I think that's why it could actually be possible. I'm not saying we're going to. Let me show you another situation where we pierced, but it didn't really like explode. So 2015, here's a good example. And this is why I say we need to watch what's going to happen because it can go either way. So in 2015, we had this move, and this is where we are, kind of similar vibes. Pump up. You saw these monthly candles, two green months right here. You see this, but it got rejected, and we actually just lost all the gains. It came back down to make a double bottom, and then we bottomed, and then we pierced and went flying. So I think we're either going to maybe get one more green candle, test that line, test the RSI. If we get rejected, we're probably going to make a double bottom, or we could go a little bit lower to maybe, I don't know, 13K, 8K, maybe another black swan type beat. But we're so close to a bottom, guys. I really think like this range, if we are going to come back down, this is like the ultimate value zone. I mean, even here, if you're a long-term holder, this entire range here has been a great zone to just accumulate. So those are the two things that can happen. It's either up and away, and we get a face-melting rally that makes everyone pissed, and then they start FOMOing. Because look what happened in 2019, right? Face-melting rally, everyone got destroyed, everyone was pissed. Then what happens is people FOMO. People are like, we're going to the moon, we're going to fly away. People FOMO, and then what happens? Slow grind, chop down, and then sudden ultra gigascare event. So it's like, when people become bullish, you have to get scared. But like, people are hating on this rally. So many people are saying, no, like we're going down, recession, Bitcoin to $8,000, Bitcoin to $3,000, all this stuff. It makes you just wonder, are they right? I don't know. I think that's the two scenarios that we could experience. Is we could get some momentum here, lose it all, and then, chop, and then maybe we take off, or we literally rip up and get a retracement and then go sideways for a very long time. Because literally, guys, like even after pumping here, it took us a year until we finally broke out of this range to the next bull market. So we're still looking at 2024, 2025 for the next true bull market, roughly speaking. So I don't know. Overall, this is great. This is like the early signs. Like even if you looked at this was the early signs that the bull market is coming. But you have to be patient because we're looking at like perhaps we move up and then we have this much time of moving sideways. Sorry. Maybe we move up here, or maybe we move to 30K, and then it's just a long grind of just like this, and people don't like that. People want up or down. But what if it's like, we get some fun and then we grind for a while? No one likes that. Nobody liked this. This was a very boring time because it's like, you're not getting that much price action. But sometimes that's just what the market does, right? The market needs to find some stability. Now, the reason why I bring this up, I don't really care too much about Bitcoin. I don't trade Bitcoin that much. The reason why I bring it up is because of the money flow in crypto. We watch Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the king right now. It's the number one crypto. And we watch Bitcoin because of this, the money flow, right? You guys been noticing how alt's been pumping? So fiat rolls into Bitcoin. The price goes up. Then it goes into large caps, Ethereum, Cardano, Ripple, all the other large caps. Then it goes into mid caps. What are some mid caps? Kind of like the top 10s, 20s, 30s. Then it goes into the low caps. And this is the low to mid caps is where you make the stupid 100xers. NFTs and metaverse can be considered mid to low caps because we're still very early. This is why I bring it up, okay? I bring it up because whatever Bitcoin does, it gives us direction of where the alts are going to go. And the alts always do more gains than Bitcoin, generally speaking. The alts always rip harder. Bitcoin does 10%. The alts will do 20 to 25 to 40%, depending on the alt. Okay, so that's kind of my take on Bitcoin. I mean, what do you guys think? Hi, everyone. Was good, Savior? Hey, we got a full house today. Let's go. Subscribe. Long time ago. The live. Smash up the like. Respect the pump. Respect the pump. Hey, yeah. Thanks for plugging in the channel. I'll show the channel in a bit. Great podcast on BBC about OneCoin. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the more interesting stuff, right? That we looked at the charts, we looked at some technicals, we looked at some higher time frame stuff of what could happen. Now, this makes me more bullish. Okay, this makes me more bullish on the short term when we look at things like this. So let me show you. This is Jamie Dimon. What does he run? He doesn't run. Wait, what the fuck? Where'd it go? He runs. Is it Goldman Sachs? What does Jamie Dimon run? Chase, executive officer at Chase Bank. He's just one. He's like the head honcho when it comes to like these banks and shit. Okay, let's hear what he says about Bitcoin.
Crypto conversation with you.
Okay, this is what he says about Bitcoin. This is recent, very, very recent, January 19th.
What we were talking about, we pretty much always have some crypto conversation with you. I'm just curious because I don't think we've talked to you since.
I think all that's been a waste of time, and why you guys waste any breath on it is totally beyond me.
Because you just think the whole thing just is
going to zero.
Going to zero and it's fake.
Bitcoin itself is a hyped up fraud. It's a pet rock.
You're back to that,
yeah,
really?
Of course, yeah.
It's a pet rock.
So what do you make then of BlackRock and other firms that are investing in infrastructure?
No, that's different. Blockchain is a technology ledger system that we use to move information. We've used it to do overnight repo, intraday repo. We've used it to move money.
Right.
So that is a ledger. That's a technology ledger type of thing that we think will be deployable. Remember, we've been talking about that for 12 years too, and very little's been done.
There's some tokens that I agree with you on, but Bitcoin's based on a distributed ledger.
Yeah,
it has all the characteristics of a store of value. It's immutable.
It's
scarce.
Totally untrue. It's
21 million.
Well, yeah, really. How do you know it's going to stop at 21 million?
Because
I've mentioned this to people
too.
Everyone says
it's
that.
hard. It's hard coded. See, he knows better, but I think what we're seeing here is a guy who's salty that didn't get in on the gains. Right? He's mad that people bought this coin at $1, $10, and have become billionaires, and he's mad that him and his banker friends, his elite Excelsiorites, the globalists, whatever you want to call them, they're just pissed that they didn't get in on one of the best performing assets of the last 10 years. That's my take. And note that he says blockchain tech is great. It's useful. Bruh, Bitcoin introduced the world to blockchain tech. Respect the pump, Jamie. You're not respecting it.
Toshi's picture is going to come up and laugh at you all and say, no.
But there isn't a picture.
And by then, Satoshi will have taken out billions of dollars.
What was your reaction to the failure of FTX and all of that?
And so this is interesting, right? He's clowning on Bitcoin. BTC indicator just turned bullish. Jamie Dimon is calling it a pet rock. Okay. And another thing, Kramer, inverse Kramer ETF. So he said on January 9th, good chance again to get out of crypto and scale out of the Chinese stocks, as neither can be trusted. Then it runs up 40%. Thanks, Kramer. Thanks for the good buy signal. Appreciate it. The accuracy is absolutely unbelievable. Right before it breaks out, he tells you sell. Right before a pump. Kramer needs to be fired. Tesla, here he goes again. Tesla is not a buy. Literally at the bottom, in the beginning of 2023, then Tesla soars. Goes from $115 per share to $175. Here we go again. April 14th, 2021, Coinbase to $475. December 13th, Coinbase, I believe, is up as well, like 40-something%. We're not a buyer at $38. Kramer is basically just whatever he says, do the opposite, right? And he's been bearish. It's just funny that like all these things are coming together and they're still not respecting the pump. They're not respecting it. Okay. I want to show you another thing as well. So last year we had all these big price predictions. This is Kitco News. Kitco News is a big financial. They do a lot of like finance media, talk about the stock market. They talk about all asset classes, all types of stuff. They talk about commodities, gold, the metals, stocks, equities, crypto. They talk about it all. Great channel, by the way. They talk about both sides. Last year, we saw anything related to Bitcoin being bullish. We saw that getting the most attention, right? $500,000 Bitcoin, $150,000 Bitcoin by January. These are the videos that were going viral. You guys remember as well, right? The YouTubers. Let's see, is 100K Bitcoin happening? Do we have any sort of bearish stuff on Bitcoin back then? That's what was making headlines, and that's what was getting the views. Pay attention to now, okay? And this is what I want to show you. Look what gets all the views now, right? And that was the top. That was when we were supposed to be selling. Look at what gets all the news. So let's look here. Let's see. World War III is coming. 520,000 views. Okay, interesting. What else? Bitcoin to 9K, 241,000 views. Okay. Now, there's one guy who's actually bullish on equities. Let me show you. Pull it down. This right here. Stocks to see a major rebound soon. 20,000 views. Don't you think that's interesting? Who do you think is going to be right? The 500,000 people who are betting against the market, thinking World War III is coming. The 240,000 people who think we're going to get a $9,000 Bitcoin. Like, let's see the comments. Who's going to be right? These are all just spam comments. Okay, I can't even look at these comments. They're all just bots. But do you understand what I'm saying? Jamie Dimon is telling you avoid Bitcoin, but blockchain's cool. Don't touch crypto. Kramer is a hooligan. And everything that is getting attention right now is bearish stuff. And the herd gets it right in the short term, but they always get it wrong eventually, and they get it wrong on the higher time frame. Just how people were right on Bitcoin during 2021. Yeah, we were experiencing a pump, but that was nearing the end of the bull cycle. And what we should have been seeing is, hey, you can make some money and maybe over the course next 3 to 6 months, but you better get out at the end of the year in 2021. You better run for the hills. We weren't getting that type of content. That wasn't viral. And now everyone is saying we're going to hell, recession, World War III, equities are going to zero. Everything's going to zero. Tech market's going to zero. We're just being fed so much negativity, especially for crypto. It really makes me try to be a little bit contrarian here. What are you guys picking up what I'm saying? Reverse Kramer. If he bought 2,500 BTC for $200 years back, he wouldn't be in that interview. Respect the pump. FUD. Bro, you're going to make me buy a few Bitcoins, like 5 or 6. You won't do it. Yo, what's good, senor? What's good, legends? You guys picking up what I'm saying? Like, I think this is all making sense to me. And now look at this clip, right? This is the clip of the guy saying he thinks that we're actually going to see some bounces in the S&P in the risk markets. So tech, S&P, and crypto would follow because crypto is correlated to the equities. He thinks we're going to bounce here, and he doesn't buy all the negativity. So listen to this.
And much more with our next guest, Jason Shapiro, veteran trader who's been on the show before, calling for the stock markets to flatline for the next 10 years. Jason writes for the CrowdedMarketsReport.com and has also been featured in Jack Schwager's new trading book, Unknown Market Wizards. Jason, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me.
The last time you were on the show a few months ago, we were talking about how you think the stock markets aren't going to recover to the previous all-time highs for another 10 years or so. And
there's a good case for that, because we've been in like a 100-year bull run. In the past 12 years, the stock market was only going up. There might be a good case for like bearishness over the next 10 years.
Of course, we've seen presidents.
But a lot of people think that like we're going to zero now, or like recession has started and we're like gonna nosedive. And just so many people like are so negative, and especially like boomers and retail are like trying to get out of stocks and are just so against it. It makes me just skeptical
of this happening before. The NASDAQ, for example, didn't recover to its pre-2000 high until 12 to 14 years later. So I would like to revisit that call a little bit, but first I want to focus on the short term before we get into the long term. Jason, you are known as a contrarian trader, meaning you trade against sentiment. How are you feeling the sentiment is right now with the stock markets?
I think sentiment for the stock market right now is horrible. I'm trading from the long side and have been for a while here.
This interview was posted a month ago, by the way, right at the perfect time to long.
I think that there's a major consensus out there right now that there's a recession coming next year, and therefore the first half of next year in the stock market is going to be very bad. And then possibly as people start to discount the end of the recession, the second half, maybe next year will be better. I personally think it's going to be the exact opposite of that. And I think that the time
it's starting off, he's right so far. GDP is coming in good. NASDAQ is bouncing. S&P is bouncing. Crypto is risk on. It's bouncing.
to be long is now. And once people.
And so what if people get it twisted? They think 2023, end of 2023 is when we're going to hit like the stock market will crash. Everything will crash. What if, or rather they think it's going to crash soon here in the early bits of 2023. What if it's reversed? What if we pop up and rip up? People get bullish again into maybe the middle of 2023, and then the reckoning comes when they least expect it, when all the FOMO comes back of, oh no, we're out of recession, oh, we're bouncing, oh, bull market, boom, then we get wrecked.
We'll jump on the train later in the year. I think that will be the time to get off. So right now, I think the trade is long stops.
Well, let's talk about the technicals first. Let's drill down on the technicals. Now, we have had a return to 4,000 points on the S&P 500. That was a key psychological level that we needed to break. Some people have said to me that this is the key support. And once this is broken, it's just uphill from here. Would you
Please note that, yes, these numbers are high, but the US dollar has literally been debased by half. So in 2020 dollars, this is like looking at the stock market at like a $2,500 valuation. Bitcoin at 20K is like Bitcoin at 12K in 2020 dollars. Over the past 250 years of the entire Republic of the US, they printed all of the money ever printed. They literally doubled the money supply in 18 months. Think about that. They printed 200 years of money in a year and a half. Do you not realize how much money is out there, how unprecedented it is, and how insane the valuation is? Like, people think that we should go lower, but the valuation is already so damn diluted. A $4,000 S&P in today's value is like a $2,500 S&P in 2020. So really bear that in mind of like $22,000 Bitcoin today, back then is like a 14, 12, 10, even maybe even $10,000 Bitcoin. You picking up what I'm throwing?
Support, and once this is broken, it's just uphill from here. Would you disagree with that statement?
I think that the key technical thing going on here is there's this huge sort of downward sloping trend line in the S&P 500 that we're bumping up against right here, right now. I believe that is going to be broken to the upside. And once that's broken to the upside, there's going to be a lot of trend following type trading going on, a lot of short covering type trading going on that is going to push the market through that trend line and higher. Whether it's going to reach all-time highs, I don't know, but I would have to think at least 44 to 4,500 on the S&P should be it.
And Leo, let's pop that on a chart really quick. Take a look at this. He thinks that the S&P is doing good, guys. It has broken that trend line he's talking about. We were at 4,019. We have popped over it. If the S&P closes, which means end of the month, we have 4 more days. If it closes at these levels, it is very bullish in the short term. Let's take a look at this really quick and give you my technical paralysis. So I believe the trend line he's talking about, let me pop it on the weekly. And once again, look, remember the RSI I was talking about? We're seeing the same thing. So I think the trend line, let's just chart it from here. I hate how it does that. Let me just do like free flow mode. So this is the trend line he's talking about. We were just at, when was December? So mid-December, we were just around right here, right? Touching it, flirting with it, came down. We just broke above it. And we're currently holding above it. If we close above this trend line, and mind you, like everyone is looking at this, right? We're all looking at the same charts, especially if we close and we make a run to call it this range, 4,500. Can I just make a horizontal line? It's at that range right there. That's a pretty significant move. We're looking at a 15% move on the S&P. A 15% move on the S&P is going to basically flip on the bulls on Bitcoin. They're very interconnected, right? Because the S&P represents risk on and risk off environments. When we go down this entire downtrend, guys, we literally the downtrend began when? January 2022. Bitcoin's downtrend began when? January 2022. Literally verbatim, including the bounces. It's been so damn correlated. It's not funny. If this breaks out, we have a super high likelihood of crypto breaking out. Look at BTC. What does that mean for us? Well, if this goes into retracements and it goes back to going back to those highs, we could see a $40,000 or $50,000 Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. That's possible. If that happens, holy shit, there's going to be insane money to be made in the altcoins. There's going to be stupid gains to be made. This pump you see right here, if we break out on the equities, crypto is going to go ballistic. Everyone's going to be so mad. They're going to be so mad because everyone was calling for lower lows here. Everyone was calling for Bitcoin to go to dog shit. And when we go up here, this is where you need to become a bear. If we go up, guys, if we go up, I don't know how it's going to look like. Call it like this. If we go up here, if that ends up happening, it could not. Remember, this could be a bull trap right now, and we're going to go make lower lows. But if we go up into this region, all the bears will become bulls. All the people making YouTube videos of we're going to 10K will make price predictions, bull market. Get out, run for the hills, get into stable coins, hedge yourself, because you have to be contrarian. That's what I've learned. Like, we've been battle tested throughout this entire bear market. We know what it's like to lose money. We know what it's like to be wrong. And right now, I think the pain is to the upside because so many people are short. So many people went short and are expecting lower prices, and they're going to FOMO back in when everybody flips back and the herd is like, oh no, bull market, recession avoided. So I think that's very, very, very interesting. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. Oh, my camera doesn't work. What the fuck, man?
Dan, your camera's not working. You got rubbed.
Okay. Technical what? 2 U.S. presidents, 4 times the debt of all other presidents. There we go. He's back. Reverse Kramer. Yeah, exactly. Lol. I am getting gypped by my webcam right now. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Yeah, so I think it's very fascinating. I do think the pain trade is up. There's just so much virality going around, like World War III, stocks going into a bear market, recession. I don't know. You tell me. Like, what do you guys think? I'm just trying to present, my thesis. I'm obviously biased. I obviously have a bias towards crypto, but I'm not trying to lose money. I'm trying to get an edge, and I'm just trying to take all the lessons I've learned and present it in a way to y'all. So I have another good YouTube video I want to show you guys. Shoot, where did it go? Okay. So something I want to show you, something you're going to find very interesting. I need to bring Jamie Dimon's BTC speech. Okay, perfect. So does anyone know what Davos is? Have you heard of Davos? Bro, you're jacked. I don't take any creatine. I take no supplements. I used to take supplements, but because I'm traveling right now, it's just not practical. I just eat well. I eat a lot of protein. I got my vegetables. I eat fruit. Should we bust out the angles for you guys? What the my camera can't handle it, eh? Bitcoin is pumping. Let's go. Love to see it. Okay, so basically we have, what's his name? Anthony Scaramucci. Here's his 2 cents on the market.
The Economic Forum in Davos around Bitcoin was actually the buy signal for you. Just walk me through your thinking there. Mooch,
Well, listen, I mean, I've been to Davos 16 times. It is the most wonderful contrary indicator in our civilization. So when I was there in 2007, the economy was perfect. We solved all our monetary policy problems. We were never going to have a recession, and life was good. We had the worst economic crisis in 80 years. In 2009, after the economic crisis started, the world was going to open. All of us were going to fall into the center of the earth. Start of the biggest bull market in U.S. history. 2016, the Davosians said that Hillary Clinton was going to be unanimously elected president of the United States. In 2020, they said, well, Donald Trump, of course, he's going to get reelected president. And so what happens with consensus thinkers, what happens with elitists, frankly, they don't want to embarrass themselves in front of each other. And so it's almost like a match sailing race. They all want to have the same point of view. And they'll look at somebody like me that will take a contrarian view mockingly. And so I said in 2020, Trump's going to lose the election. I got to Davos last week. There was a funeral dirge going on for crypto. All things related to the blockchain, all things related to Bitcoin. Jamie knows better. And I would love to have an opportunity to debate Jamie on this. He knows better. He knows what Bitcoin is. When he's calling it a decentralized Ponzi scheme or a pet rock, I think he's serving the interests of the elites around him.
Exactly.
And I think he wants to create a safe haven for himself regulatorily. And I understand all that. But that is a classic sign of a bottom for me, that there's that much negativity in the world of elitism related to blockchain and crypto.
Love his take. Very well said, and it's enlightening to just see how Davos just gets so much wrong. And like I said, like, you don't get a recession when everyone's expecting it. I just don't think that's how it happens. It's when everyone thinks everything's good. Like, look at what happened with the pandemic, right? No one was expecting that. You think if everyone was expecting it, not that it wouldn't have happened, but it wouldn't have had such a devastating blow. So those devastating blows occur when there is no expectation or preparation for it. You know what I'm saying? I was building my house in 2009. Years back, I could make 3 houses with the money I spent at 2009. The prices were giga high. Damn. Okay, so we're almost done here, guys, and we'll do the giveaway. Appreciate everyone's patience. I love some of the tweets coming out of Becker. CryptoPunks are harder money than Bitcoin. Do you see this, guys? Do you see what's coming out here? We also had, where are the tweets? Did I put it over here? No, I think did I lose some of my tweets? Did I lose those tweets? I think Google Chrome's rugging me. But anyways, Becker's been picking up punks. He picked up 2 more punks. It's just furthering our thesis as we see punks as like the Bitcoin of NFTs. And it's just great to see Becker just so bullish on them. Like, I love that. Let me show you what he picked up recently. 1 second. So we see this little bad boy right here, and this bad boy right here. I think he owns a lot. I think Becker must hold like 10, 20, 30 punks. So it's just great to be part of a community that has like the best holder list in all of NFT land. It's just very good. Love to see it. Big W. There's a whole breakdown on why people believe, I think, CryptoPunks hard money. It was a really good thread. I'm trying to see if I can find it about this one. Is it this one? No. There was a really good thread on why punks will become more valuable than Bitcoin. But maybe another time. Maybe another time. Okay, we'll go through some Becker tweets and then we'll do the giveaway. So realistically, you can just do one thing right and make 100 million plus from a small sector of coins. Plenty did the last bull. Very few made 100 million across 100 sectors. Just pick one that do it and just sit there. 5 years ago, I dedicated my life to NFT gaming. We just learned that Amazon is planning their big entry into crypto via games. 100%, this will be one of the biggest industries in history. Everything is falling into place. I believe there will be an isolated gaming bull run in the bear market driven by real adoption. This means stocks, main cryptos, real estate down, but gaming usage, company value, coins, and NFTs up. This can happen, guys. If do you think people are going to stop playing League of Legends? Do you think people are going to stop playing World of Warcraft? Do you think these companies will stop making money? Come on now. Most people find ways to choose to be angry because being happy means taking accountability of your actions and results in life. It's easier just to be a whiny bitch and bring the world down with you. He looks like he's temporarily bullish. He thinks Bitcoin's going to pop to 25K, pop up past 25K, which is cool. I see a lot of stress and anger in the crypto investing space in people's calls. Here are 5 ways you can overcome this and feel better. Stop being a bitch. Stop being a cuckold. Stop being a cuckold bitch. Grow a pair. Stop acting like a 15-year-old girl. I'm sorry. I think some 15-year-old girls are behaving more mature than some of the lads in crypto. Very, very few people understand metaverse, AR, VR tokens, coins, and companies. Very few. 99% don't even know what ApeCoin is, much less Illuvium, Treeverse, Big Time, so many others. Games will do 100 to 1,000s of X's from their bottoms. Be one of the few that gets it. Be early. Gaming and metacoins will do the biggest gains from their bottoms. ApeCoin will be the Bitcoin of it. Many lower AR, VR, meta tokens underneath will be nuclear gains. Might not be this pump happening now, but it will happen eventually. So he's like, yeah, he's happy about the bullish momentum. He's like, I'm not buying, but if you have a good mid to micro caps and are down 90%, might be handy. I'm still bearish, but I have a plan that don't get in denial if the time comes. I strongly doubt this is another true bull run. I agree. I don't think we're in a bull run, guys, but I missed the bottom of the second Bitcoin bull in 2021 badly. And yet still made most of my games during the span in the mids. Don't be looking to FOMO into top 10. Start looking at where the fireworks will be in the 50 plus. He's talking about the mid to low caps, right? That's why I brought up the money flow chart. That's exactly why we look at Bitcoin, because the ones that rip lag and they don't move. Even if you look at like Solana, when did Solana rip? It wasn't with Bitcoin. It was after Bitcoin ripped. It's Sol's bull run. Look, January 2021, it started picking up. You literally had up until the summertime of 2021 to pick up this bad boy before it went ballistic. So remember that. The small caps have a delayed rip. They catch up later. Remember that. Alrighty. So this is pretty much the end of the stream, guys. Let's do the giveaway now. Engine is sick. Love Engine. Absolutely love Engine. StreamYard/giveaway. Boom, bada bing. Okay. Let's add. Dude, Elgato is trolling me so hard. Let's add this to the stream. We'll do it like this. All right, are you guys ready for the giveaway? Let's give y'all Frankenpunk. Here we go. It is lagging so hard. What the hell? There we go. Let's see who gets it. Who's going to get the Frankenstunk? Savior. GG's. You got yourself a Frankenpunk, my friend. Congratulations. Please screenshot this, Savior, and submit a ticket in the Discord saying, hey, I want a Frankenpunk. We'll add you to the winner list. Once again, just screenshot this. And ideally, your username should be, similar to your YouTube profile, so it's easy to verify you. But congratulations, you just got yourself an FP. Alrighty, this was a long stream. We'll just leave it here. I have some other things I need to attend to, but I appreciate you guys. Very exciting time. Be cautious. Try not to go too crazy, but I am short-term bullish. It doesn't mean that it's going to happen. Markets are irrational. Like, I have no idea what direction anything could go in, honestly. So please, be cautious. If you're going to trade, that's your responsibility. That's the risk you're taking on. I hope you make lots of money. We'll leave it at that. I'll see you guys next week. Peace and love from the young Danister. Go make some gains. You know what I'm saying? My lats are coming out. The lats are coming out. Anyways, love you guys very much. Ciao. And have yourselves a great weekend and a beautiful rest of your Friday. Peace.
People who buy now will make 10,000x. This is not financial advice. The fundamentals.
Capri, get onto my KuCoin right now. We need to dump everything, okay? I just convinced a bunch of dummies to buy this trash token, and we need to profit on this shit now! Bro, what do I look like Warden Buffet to you? I want 100x short right now. We need to dump this shit to hell. All right, the order cleared. Oh my god, bro.